Pretty sure I've changed everything. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, can't do them because I haven't got the map. There's only these two places that I want to look because they let I know where the scanner spawn. Not the upgrade module spawn, should I say? Well, I don't know where they all spawn, but I know where some of them spawn. I know the more likely spots, you know. The fuck? Yeah. You don't need that. That's probably YouTube catch back up from when I last on, I imagine. that. I'm gonna go up top. Spin the glass down from me. Do they have a window that just opens? No. Try to equip these. Okay, got the map to do that location. Awesome. I think any of them wicked. Not else there, not there. Give me that asphalt. Oh, come on. I think I've got. Not item requests for me after jobs. Doesn't seem from have to be done. I've seen it before. Suppose there's that. I'm planning on shooting quite a bit, so I'm going to get this repaired just in case. I've accepted my vanity. Awesome. I'll give over. I can't see him drop anything. Hang on, can we get up there? That'd be cool. No, okay. I thought I would box this into box though. Did somebody else swallow that wall, but I can't see where they are. Nice. Okay. That. This one. So we've already got. Okay. I'm going to chuck that back so we don't want to lose that. Really? Oh shit. I'm gonna break another pin at this rate. Yeah, this stuff I'm gonna break. There we go. Okay. With some more living these when it grabbed them. Ooh, door unlocked. I don't know what door that does. Handy to learn that. I could have checked my computer actually for more keys. It's a shout. I'll do that next time I'm doing the heist. Yeah, it's fine. Is Shad just playing peak or is the new stuff to peak? Give me a sec, sorry. Jan 27th. No, I think it's just playing it. Is he on with somebody? I genuinely can't tell. I might switch to that, you know. Oh, wait, if you're on YouTube, you can't even hear this game. Oops. That'd been no good if I started doing a video. Who's John with? Right, I'm not gonna use them. That's not what I wanted. So then I can take that as well. I picked up the frigging bow again. I won't try and pick up the bow. Try and pick that up. No, I can stay in the truck. That'll be fine though. So that's not loot, that's an item. And speaking of, where's the... Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Wow. Just about everything wrong, huh? Let's just put that there for now. Okay, does that get sold by itself or with other items? On the item requests. Must be with other, yeah, military crate. Okay, it's the crate we don't have. That's fine. You know, I don't matter. Let's just do this. You know what? I just realised what would have been that. It's fine. Find more of them. Sorted. No, I didn't switch to master, but it's fine though, because I know I want to do now. I mean, I can still do it now. Do I do it now? Don't know, do it now. No, I could redo the videos when I play back through.
Hey, it looks like your predecessor has left some good stuff behind. You're off to a head start. Good luck on repaying your debt. And remember, we do not take failure lightly.
saw green on them scanners, and I thought I'd been missing out on tons of green modules I've just left in the pile and forgotten about. And about to be really annoyed with myself. You alright, Laura? How are you doing? Laura Ghosties? Ghosties Laura? No, I'm not too bad, thank you. Applied for some jobs yesterday, applied for some today, just been figuring to come on this, chill out for a bit. I like where you displayed your YouTube model. On the shelf. Yeah, that shelf's still not straight. Like, it's on as best it can be, but it's still got like a slight tilt that way, which is supposed to be better for here. When you see it through the house, it's a bit naff. I don't get me wrong, I know it's a bit lopsided, but that's because I couldn't be asked to get my spirit level out and working out right. It's the tilt forwards that annoys me more than the lopside, you know? The lopside, I basically accepted that it's going to be like that, because I'm just eyeballing it. But the fact that you've got it on the post and it doesn't straighten up, like that wank proper grinds my gears. Like, deadass, I don't understand, like, I get why they've done what they've done, because, like, it's basically just a hollowed out piece of wood. But you wouldn't have this issue if they put it on a solid piece of wood and just drill 2 holes in it, you know? Because then there's no wiggle room, because you drill the holes to meet the size of the poles. Instead it's going in, it's hitting something hollow, and then it's tilting because of the hollowness, so then you try to drill it and it just don't work. It's shit design. Like, I could genuinely create my own floating shelf with that same bracket. If I could find a like if I went looking for a piece of wood, essentially. Which, I keep saying I'm much tempted to do it now. I won't do it because I can't be asked. But I could just buy a plank of wood, use the same... bit wonky. I could use the same bracket it's already on. Buy a piece of wood, drill 2 holes in, and it'd be a better shelf than that, you know? It's madness. Okay, I have seen Shad on peak though, and I might go Intruder rather than continue playing this. Because I'm much like this, like, I've kind of like exhausted this now. Like I'm playing it more to do videos on it. So I've got like I've got 2 more House in the Lakeside to do videos on. I've got all of rural Arizona to do videos on, and then the train station. So I do still have stuff I can do, but it's like it's purely a content grind now, you know. So it's like I don't need to be doing all this shit with all the cash and stuff, but I mean I do want to try the challenger mods on this as well, but I feel I've like overplayed it now, you know. I thought one was the heavy one. This is certainly my biggest haul yet by far, because we're already on 55k. And I think my best all-time highest is like 55k. So the fact we're still going here, and we've still got some expensive items in there, means that this is going to be even more. And this is about doing all the item requests and stuff as well. But if I was at a lower level, I'd have basically just been loading this truck up, loading the thing up and completing another playthrough just from what I've still on here. Because I was tempted to do that and I thought, well, I'm already max level, it's pointless doing it now, you know? I'm not getting any extra reward for doing it. Nothing too much, to be fair. Yeah, I've mainly been doing this. And work. And staying out of trouble, if anything. I were at a cousin's wedding last weekend. The weekend before was this stag do. I've got Kaiser Chiefs I'm going to on Saturday. Which I didn't realise when I bought the tickets is Valentine's Day, so I'm a bit more put off by that because it's just going to be a lot of little couples. That'll be fine. I'm not letting the fact it's Valentine's Day put me off going because I still want to go watch them. Have I been out to see anyone else recently? All Time Low. Want to go watch them? They weren't as good live as I thought they'd be. That was like middle last month, I think, though. How about yourself? You been up to all? Yeah, I don't know. I feel there will be people which have been... Like, there's got to be more people like me which just didn't realise it Valentine's Day, because even when I'm in a relationship, I don't really care, you know? So there's going to be... Like, there's got to be people like me which just got a ticket just because it's kind of stupid, you know? Social life's run by a child, yeah. Makes sense. Mine's run by a child as well. Just the child's me. Oh, happy birthday. Dogs what? You been on any new games? Yeah, I was up for a promotion at work, and I've been up for this promotion that they've been dragging their heels with for 5 months. And I asked them 4 or 5 months ago what the wage was, and they've not been getting back to me. Well, they've been doing all these internal meetings about trying to sort out budget and shit. So I've been waiting on. They finally gave me an offer 2 weeks ago, and it was fucking wank. So I declined it last Monday. It's taken them over a week to get back to me to this, so they can't do better, so they're going to rescind the offer. I'm like, yeah, well, I know I'm worth more than that, so I'm looking for other jobs now. Because fuck them. Quite frankly. And I applied for some jobs today which are like, well, like my skill set really. But I don't know, looks like I've got experience doing some of the stuff they're asking for, so... Well, I'm not expecting them to get back to me on them, but if they do... Big dosh on them. So that'll go from my kind of like expected... What I had in my head would have been like, essentially a pay rise of 10 grand, basically. 9 grand pay rise, then it'd have been 20% for unsociable hours. Is what I had in my head at the time. Like, when, you know, the initial conversation going on, that's kind of what I had in my head. And then with how long it'll take, they're like, oh, just, like, genuinely, their words, or the manager's words, not the director's, which is obviously sorting the budget out, was saying, the only reason I can think it's taking so long is just think of the money sort of thing. It's like, it's all good about saying that, but you fucking lowballed me. So absolutely not. Like, they've offered me a wage, which they're bringing on staff at my level on with, which is more than what I'm on. It's like, I'm not going to do the next job upwards of my role at a wage you're bringing on staff at my level on with. Like, it don't make fucking sense. You started out last week. Nice. The thing is, they've rescinded the offer now, so I can talk about it fucking freely. Like, the reason I don't talk about it usually like on stream and stuff, it's not so much the fact of, because I don't think the managers follow my channel, but like, I know my colleagues and some of my colleagues and stuff on my channel. It's just like, if I'm not allowed to kind of able to talk a lot as much as I can talk about friends and stuff, you know, because it don't impact the work. Like, I'm not allowed to tell colleagues about, you know, sort of thing. But even then, I suppose I was already telling colleagues it doesn't make that much of a difference, you know. So it's fine. But yeah. Yeah, just a shit offer. But like I say, like, it was meant to be moving tonight, so it'd have been 9 PM till 5 AM. and what they'd offer me were 10% pay rise with 12% unsociable hours, which unsociable hours in the private sector averages at 20%. Unsociable hours in IT across the UK, because it's IT, averages at 30%. And they're offering me 12, so it's a super fucking low ball. And then the pay rise itself for the job that I do, like I say, considering there's other people on the wage, because of the 10% increase, it'll put me at a wage, they're bringing on new staff at my wage level into. So it's like, well, you're already underpaying me, so if I accept that role, you're paying staff of the level below me more than what I'm getting, which doesn't make sense. Like, if you'd been in the job longer, I can understand that. You know, it's like, oh, they've been here X amount of years, it's just they've had X amount of increments which put the wage to that. The fact is, they're bringing in staff on a wage they've offered me to do finger. I've been there 2 years, just short 2 years. But yeah, I'm not about life. But yeah, I'll hanging on for this, and they're annoying me the other month, and I'm just like, I kind of wanted to update my CV and start looking. But in the same respect, it's like, I know it is a good company to work for typically. There are good benefits and bonuses and stuff. It's nice how well you can get on with managing directors and stuff, but if they're just going to lowball my wage, like, money's not everything, but it's still very important, you know? Exactly, that's the thing, like, I think I've kind of, like, because I've been enjoying it, I think I've become complacent rather than keeping my CV updated and keeping my eye on the market. Because, well, like I say, you know, money isn't everything, but it fucking helps a lot. So the fact if you're going to say I'm up for promotion and then try lowball me, I'm just going to leave and I'll get that job elsewhere. And I think if I get to the point I'm leaving and going elsewhere, I don't give a shit for counter offers. I don't. Like, that's what you should have offered me to begin with. The entire reason that's caused this is because you've lowballed me. So it's like, if they try counter it, it's just like, well, why didn't you do it originally? You know? So when I declined the offer, it wasn't a straight decline. It was, I'm willing to work for a better outcome, but if there isn't one, I'm not taking it. And then I was kind of thinking, do I take it for a little bit just to boost my bank account a little bit whilst I look for another job, but then just leave? But it's like, to me, it's not even worth doing that, because I don't know how I'm going to be on night shifts. I don't know how well I'm going to be, you know, like mentally on it or whatever. So, especially when it's just me and it'd only be me doing it, which again, it's a lot of responsibility to lowball somebody on. It's fucking madness. Limited support teams available. I've been the only escalation point, you know, essentially preventing on call and stuff. It's proper madness. But yeah, I kind of looked at it like that and just like, well, if that's how you're going to be, I'm not sticking. No, I've had pay rises, and we do get an annual bonus, but me with my annual bonus puts me on a wage that this new staff of my level join at. You know, it's still madness. I think if I was on the wage that the new starts come on with, and then they offered me 10%, I'd have accepted that. Not for the unsociable, I wouldn't have done nights on it. But it'd have been like a grand short of what I expected the base starting salary to be, you know? Which is why it's an insult they're giving it as a percentage, because I'm quick with maths. As soon as they said it, I knew what they'd offered. But then I'm like, there's no way they've just offered that shit and expected me to be excited about that. So I looked at it and worked it out. I was just like, nah, I'm not having that. Yeah, we do get annual increments and stuff, but doesn't, you know, there's a difference in that, you know. One sec, I'm just going to unmute Shad Stream, because I think he's only got 3 players on, and I think he's at the volcano. So I'm just going to ask him if he's gone again. If he's not, I'm just going to stay on this. I need to go back through my crime sim vids that I've done with Shad and then download them. Because I don't know enough. Like, yeah. There's so many fields of IT and game design. It's like coding, stuff like that. It's just not something I'm experienced in. I did actually find a week or two ago, like when they first offered it, the first weekend that I just had a glance at the market, there was something I was tempted with. It wasn't quite the wage I wanted. But that for a games company. In Huddersfield, I think. What's it called? Team 17. It's still not really handsome. Or is that the fact there wasn't a wage on it? Is that what the issue was? It might have been the want a wage on it. Yeah, on site 3 days a week, which don't bother me. Yeah, it doesn't show what the wage is, I think is the issue. Yeah, so like I can apply for that. I just like there isn't a wage or a banding. You know like I don't mind salaries being competitive, but they need to give it kind of scale. You know what they're looking at. I know some coding for like yeah, but it is completely different to like coding a game. I mean, I might still apply for this just out of interest. Um, yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it. Oh, I need to No, I'm not going to do it yet. I'll apply for that tomorrow. I need to put another qualification on my CV that I realised earlier. Is he running again or not? I still can't work it out. I think he's staying on. I was waiting for you. I didn't hear you confirm or deny. Hi, Tiff. Hi, Foz. If you're on YouTube, I'm finishing there.